Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can manage your menu from the admin panel of your ePOS hybrid system. First, you need to click on the menu management section on the left. And let's start with the menu setup. Here, you can choose the menus that you have at the top of your application. For example, if you wanted to add another menu, let's say we click on the Add Menu button and give it a name. For example, we have Desserts menu. If we click Submit, this will add the desserts menu to the list. If you'd like to edit the name of any of your existing menus, you can click on the Edit button and just change the name and press Submit. If you would like to delete one of the menus, you can press the dustbin icon that says Delete. You can also make a menu inactive. So if you click on the status, so you see at the moment we've got the desserts menu as active. If we click on this and press OK, this will change the status to inactive. So it will not show in your operator app. Each menu then has categories. So if we click, for example, on the food menu, we can see we have different categories within the food menu. These act exactly as a menu, but they're just the lower level. If we wanted to add another category to one of the menus, it's quite similar. We click on the Add Category button. We give the category a name. Let's say we want to add curries. We select where we want this to go, to which menu. We can choose a course type, we can choose the print order, or we can choose where to print in the kitchen. But we'll get to this later on. We can also make it available just on specific dates. So for example, if we want it to be just during the week, we can select Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And maybe if we want it to expire at some point, we can choose the dates. Then we click Submit. And there it is. We have a new category called Curries. For editing, it is the same as the menus. So you can edit it by clicking the Edit button or delete it by clicking the Delete icon. Same goes with the status. So if you want to make the category inactive for a while, you just click on this Active button, press OK, and that will make the category inactive. Once we have the menu structure, we are ready to add items. So we need to click on Item Management, and you can see we have a list of all the existing items. We can filter through them based on the categories or based on the menus. Or we can even search for an item. So for example, let's go to the food menu items. And we can see we've got quite a few of them. So let's say we want to add a new item. We will need to click on the button on the top right called Add Items. Here, we will need to give the item a name. So let's say we add an item that's called burger. We will need to select where in our menu structure it should go. So let's say it goes into the food menu. And let's say it goes on to classics. We can direct where the item to go from here to which printer, but we'll get back to this later on. We can select the course type of the item. We can mention the ingredients and we can give a description. When setting the price, we just need to enter the amount in the price box. So let's say a burger will be £12.45. We can enter the amount of calories it has, or we can scan its barcode. An item can have one price or multiple prices based on their size or quantity. So if we click on multi-price, this will ask us to firstly name the options available and then give them a price. So for example, let's say we want an 8-ounce burger for $10.45 or a bigger 12-ounce burger for $14.45. If we want to add more, we can do it from here. So let's say we'll get a giant burger of 16 ounces for £20. If we scroll down, we can also add an image to the item. So if we choose to show the items with their images in our operator app, we can add an item from here by browsing from PC, but this is not mandatory. We can also set up the allergen information for this item. So for example, if this item would contain peanuts, gluten, or soy, we would just add them here and these will be reflected in the operator app for you or your staff to be able to have access to this information quite quickly. We can say if this item is taxable. So for eating, takeaway, delivery, drive-through, or collection, we can set up the relevant tax, or it could be zero tax if you choose so. We can also set the availability settings of the item. So for example, if we want the item to be available only on a Sunday, we would click on Sunday and this will only appear in your operator app on a Sunday. Last but not least, we can add modifiers to the item. So for example, let's say we want to add some bacon to the burger. So we will add a new modifier. We will give it a name. We have a category that's called burger options. So if we add more burgers in the future, we will be able to select the modifiers more easily. And we'll give it a price, let's say 40 pence. If we click submit, this has created a modifier which is ready to be found here. So if we look in the search modifier or modifier category section, we can look for burger options because this is how we named our category, and we press add. Next, we need to set some restrictions if we want to. So for example, we can set the minimum number of modifiers the staff can select on a burger. So let's say there is the case where people can choose to have no modifiers. We'll put 0. And the maximum modifiers on a burger, let's say, would be 5. Now, we have an option to allow the customers to choose 2 modifiers for free. So for example, if we put 2 here, the cheapest modifiers will be given for free to the customers, or if they're 0 price, those will be included. If you would like to have more options of modifiers on one single item, you can give the modifier a title. So let's say for this one, we will have the title extras, and we can add another modifier group for the item. This means there's going to be another category with another set of rules where you can choose some other modifiers. So for example, let's say this will be called sauces for the burger because these are for free. So let's add ketchup as a modifier. And let's say the customer can choose 0 up to 5 again. And then none of them will be included in the price because you can put the 0 priced one separately. Once we have filled in all the sections that are relevant to your item, you can go all the way to the bottom and click submit. this will have added our item. So if we search for it, burger, we can see there's the burger there. It's in the food menu in the classics categories, and it has multiple price. If we would like to edit the item, we will click on the edit icon. You can see now that all the information that we have filled in before is still there, and we can change it at any point. So if we wanted to add more modifiers, for example, we can add mayonnaise, click add, and we click update. Let's search for the item again. There are a few other actions that we can do for this item. For example, we could give the item a label. If we give the item a label, so for example, if we have an item in the menu that is too long to show on your terminal, we can give it a label. So we can just say BURG for burger. We've added the label, and now in your operator app, the item will show only as BURG. This would not be the case for a burger, but for example, if you have an item that has a very long name, this will reduce the space on your operator app. These are the main operations that you can do on our admin panel with regards to your menu management. And if you want to go and check on them, for example, you know your modifiers beforehand, you can add them from the modifiers section, and you can add the categories so it's easier for you to later add them for each item. The next video will be on promotion management, and I will show you how you can set up promotions or deals for your customers. If you have any queries, you can contact our support team for further assistance.